Hello, I'm Nicole, the artist behind Art by Nicole, and today we're going to do a sketchbook session. While I'm drawing, I'd like to talk a little bit about my background so you can get to know me a little better. When I was younger, I loved to draw, and I had really supportive parents. They actually sent me to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh for art school after graduation. Didn't work out though. The Art Institute was more marketing and advertisement focused, whereas I just wanted to expand my skills, learn new mediums, become a better artist. But that wasn't what it was about. So after that, a couple years went by, and I decided to go to ITT Technical Institute for Network Administration. I got my degree and then started working in IT customer support. Did that for many years. Moved into technical writing, which I really do enjoy and have done for the past 12, 13 years. But because of that career path, I was inspired to get another degree, this time my bachelor's in web development. I saw it as an extension of my technical writing career. Eventually, I got back into the arts. I had taken a long break from doing anything creative. However, 2012, 2013, I did my own wedding invitations, and my mom and I did a lot of the wedding decor itself. So that kind of got me back into the creative mode. A couple years after that, my mom decided she wanted to start doing craft shows to earn a little extra money, and she asked if I'd be interested in doing it with her, and I said sure, why not? And that's actually what got me back into painting. I'm super thankful for my mother for that. The biggest influence on my artistic, creative journey was actually my grandmother, my Gammy. Again, my parents have always been supportive of anything I chose to do. But the creative gene that both my mom and I share comes from Gammy. She was a woman of all trades that she didn't try at least once. She was an oil painter. She liked to draw. She dabbled in watercolor. She was also into woodworking, glass etching, crocheting, a little bit of knitting, quilting. And at one point, she used to make these beautiful beaded veils for brides. And I'm sure there were other things that she was into as well. If an idea came into her head, she would just go out, get the materials, and give it a go. It didn't really matter if it didn't work out. She just enjoyed the creative process. My sister and I would spend summers with our grandparents, and we always looked forward to what kind of crafty things Gammy would come up with us for us to do. I remember the summer she taught us how to make dream catchers. I must have made at least a dozen, using thread for the web, jute or leather cord to wrap around the embroidery hoops. And then you add the pony beans and the feathers. It was a lot of fun. I wonder what happened to all those dream catchers I made. Anyway, I was incredibly grateful that my mom also inherited her creative gene and then passed it on to me. My mom is more into wire working and jewelry making. The tree of life is her thing. She makes trees, she does paintings and puts trees on the paintings. Really cool stuff. Whereas I prefer to paint or draw. So that's my creative journey. Let's talk about my future plans. I would like to continue to work and paint and draw, but film it and release it out into the universe. I figure I'm going to be painting or drawing no matter what. I might as well share it with the world. And I'd like to build a following so that I could eventually open up an online store and sell some of my artwork. I've also been considering doing one of a few programs, art education programs, like the Milan Institute Mastery Program, or maybe the new Masters Academy Drawing Program, and then documenting that journey here on YouTube. And then I will no longer be able to say that I'm a self-taught artist. Okay, now that you know more about me, why don't you tell me a little bit about your creative journey in the comments below? I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's talk about what I'm working on here. This is an ornamental acanthus. What is an acanthus? It's actually a plant species that was local to the Mediterranean basin and Asia, and it's a symbol of enduring life. But it is also an ornamental element from the classical architecture known as Corinthian. During the Victorian age, a hefty tome was composed just to cover the subject of drawing ornaments from acanthus by a designer named James Page. The book was called Guide for Drawing the Acanthus and Every Description of the Ornamental Foliage. It taught students from different fields the geometrical rules to follow in setting out an illustration, carving, or design from the basic vegetal pattern. This information was obtained from the website The Classical Scroll. I'll include the link in the description below in case you want to read more about the acanthus. It's really quite interesting. Okay, so now that I have outlined the acanthus in the sanguine color, I'm going to start going in and doing the shading. The shading is being done with jumbo jet pencils from Jerry's Honorama, but you could get the same effect if you just have Conte sticks in the colors white, sanguine, and sepia. I'll link some supplies in the description down below. I did the original outlines with a simple graphite pencil, and I'm working in my Stillman & Barnes Nova Series sketchbook. So while I did not use the book by James Page for this drawing, I did use a photo reference and drew inspiration from there. I've been drawing the acanthus lately when I'm unsure of what I want to draw, but I just want to get pencil to paper. I like the simpleness of the lines and the complexity of the shading. I find the act of bringing a line drawing to life with shading super relaxing. All right. Now I'll put on some music and speed up the video a little so you can just sit back and watch the process. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it and share it with your friends. And tell me in the comments if you think you're going to try drawing an acanthus ornament. Thank you so much for sticking around this long. I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye.